Welcome, Prowl Nation, to this sad edition of Lunchtime to Try as Lions Talk, brought to you by Lions Nation Unite and Herman Moore. Oh, man, we got so much to get to. I'm just going to kick it to my partner, Curt Steele.
What up, though? Welcome to the show, people. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Y'all home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Man, that was a good punch yesterday. But, hey, man, you know what I got to do, man. Join Prowl Nation. Click the subscribe button. Get on the march to 10,000 with us. You know you need to be here, and we want you here. So now it's time to kick it to that third man of the crew, my man. You know who he is, LL Cool Tawrence. What's up, cool brother number one?
What's going on? What's going on? And good morning, Proud Nation.
Let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep. Welcome back to the show, people. After that gut-wrenching loss, I know we got to talk about these zebras on the field, man. Jim, what you got?
The only animal that can defeat a lion is a zebra. I'm letting you know now, man.
That's a good one.
I take 2 games per year that we get taken away by the refs. I'm going to consider this one. I know there's a lot of people out there. Oh, we didn't do enough to win. Guess what? We're up 17-16. There was 0 time on that play clock for a while. The only thing I can think of is the play clock was wrong. That's the only thing I could think of, is possibly that they didn't start it on time or something happened. You know what? I might give them the benefit of the doubt. But when we get that damn apology again that they screwed up, I just don't want to hear it. I'm so angry about this because the play beforehand, if you guys remember the Atlanta game, the 10-second runoff thing, guess what? They would have had a 10-second runoff because they had no timeouts, and the game is over. 17-16 victory for the Lions. Unfortunately, this guy goes and kicks a 66-yard field goal, has a bounce from God, who apparently hates us, and it bounces in. I've never seen that in my entire life. But Curt, what you got on this referee situation?
Yeah, the football guys were definitely shining on Tucker with that one. But you know what? I haven't got any call from my in-laws because they know that was some BS. They know dang gone well that that game was over. And Gene Stellator, I think his name is Stellator, whatever his name is, the former referee, was on the CBS broadcast and said that he looked at that and it was beyond that little, like a half a second or whatever that they have. They kind of give them that little fluff thing to make sure the ball was spotted correctly and everything like that. So he said that was beyond that because that clock was at 0-0 and it was an extended pause before they snapped that ball. So it should have been the fact that that game should have been over with. It was gut-wrenching just to watch that. You know, I was watching the game with a migraine. I had a migraine all day yesterday, and that didn't even help it at all. But I will say this: how do you let a 4th and 19 get converted? That was kind of my issue.
That's the thing
right there. The 4th and 19. You cannot let that be converted. You know what I'm saying? Was it self-inflicting wounds a lot of the times during the game? Some of them were, because we had a lot of like self-inflicted injuries. I mean, in the first half, where we were just getting penalties after penalties, and it was like stupid stuff. And then we got open people just running down the middle of the damn field, and we're not covering. And I'm like, okay, what's going on with this? But at the end of that game, that delay of game missed call was one of the reasons that we lost that. Now, it was multiple reasons that we lost that game. The 4th and 19 combined with that delay of game penalty, or the missed delay of game penalty, that should have been like Jim said, a 10-second runoff. The game's over. The game is over.
And even if it's not over, even if they don't do the 10-second runoff, it's still a 70-something yard field goal now.
Yeah, it's you backing him up for at least 5
71.
yards.
Yeah, 71.
Yeah, you're not. He barely made it 66 with a doink and a flip.
I didn't think he was going to make the 66, but there's positive things in this game too.
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn made some really good adjustments. He went after Lamar Jackson. He went right after him. And my only thing about that 4th and 19 or 18 play, whatever it was, they didn't bring the pressure. What are you sitting in prevent for?
They
bring the pressure. It's been
three-man
working.
rush. You have been getting to him all those previous downs. Why not go after him again?
4 sacks in the game, and I'm telling you that I think that they really messed up because that's I know this is a young team and all this other stuff, but they made adjustments in halftime. The offense started going. The defense started going. I mean, we'll get into offense and defense in a minute, but the Detroit Lions did enough to win this game, regardless of the fact if they missed a catch in the end zone and they did this and they did that. Lions did enough to win. The Lions made their share of mistakes. They made their share of mistakes, but the score was 17-16, and that should have been a Lions victory. Bottom line.
I agree. I agree with both of you guys. I feel like we did enough to win, but maybe we didn't. We should have did enough to win twice or something. I don't know. It's one of those things, man. As soon as it happened, I sent a text out like the NFL will be apologizing to us because that's how it goes. It's that don't make it feel no better though.
Nah.
I don't want your damn apology. I want you to replay the freaking game from that point.
Right. But I mean, the only thing that keeps me sane, I guess, and not going, as crazy as I could is just, I like to always look inward, you know what I'm saying, with anything. So, had we not gave up that 4th and 19, we're not even talking about that. We're not even talking about it. So that's one of those things. And, Jim said it, why didn't we bring pressure? We've been, if not, don't send the house, but at least have pressure. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I will want to say, I don't know if it was all his fault or the play was made in his area. Will Harris, I want to see the whole play. Like maybe it was a misstep or something. Maybe something happened and he was just a tick out of place because you could see the ball go over his head. But he's trying to get back. So maybe I don't know, man. It's I like what you said though. I've heard them all, but I haven't heard that one, and maybe I forgot it. But the only animal that can beat a lion is a zebra. It seems.
Yeah. What's that song back in the day, the R&B song where the guy was apologizing and the girl said, I heard it all before.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
Sunshine Anderson. Yeah.
Heard it all before. We get that apology. We heard it all before, man. It's all good. Hey, Jim, what do you got for your family discussion, the topic for today? I
got to ask this because the fan base is usually divided on this. So do you think the Lions got screwed? Or do you think they didn't do enough to win? Now, I know there's, both sides of this argument. I'm on the side that they got screwed just because they had enough to win. And Baltimore didn't have enough to win because they were down 17-16. But that's just that. You know what? If you like the content here and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. We're on the march to 10,000 subscribers. It's really important to us to get to that milestone. So I appreciate everybody that's been helping us and rocking with us, liking the videos, sharing the videos, get more Lions fans involved in this march. We really do appreciate it. I'm going to go a little bit. My news and rumors topic is the defense. And I thought the defense played fairly well. I mean, it wasn't great. It's not perfect. But when we dialed up that pressure, we started getting sacks. We started making him get. Oware gets an interception. Very nice play. Threw it right to him, but still. Very nice play.
He had to make the play.
Jalen Reeves-Maybin played well. Derek Barnes played okay. He wasn't great, but he was okay. And it's an upgrade from Jamie Collins. You see the energy in the defense. You can see the difference in the energy, I believe, in both sides of the ball. We'll get to Kurt's news and rumors topic is going to be the offense. So I just wanted to share a little bit about the defense. But I thought the defense got 4 sacks. That's really, really good, to be honest. We hadn't had any pressure hardly at all.
Right.
Yeah. 4 sacks on the pick. Oh.
Yeah.
4 sacks, a pick. Will Harris gets a lot of time. And I'm going to tell you something about Will Harris. Will Harris is really good in the box. He really is, but he's not a good cover safety.
No, he's not.
So
he's not.
it's somebody that, and Dean Marlowe actually played a lot in this game. He
Yeah,
got five tackles, Jalen Rees-Maven with his 4 tackles. Romeo Quar gets to the quarterback. Alex Anzalone. Ooh, I love that. He's got so much energy. I see why he plays. He's not perfect. He's probably not the guy we're going to have long-term, but I like that. AJ Parker had a really good, that was a really good thing when he was on, help me with the name.
Played all right.
Help me with the name of the receiver for Baltimore.
Brown? Watkins.
I think it was Sammy Watkins, and he's step for step. Sammy Watkins is a fast wide receiver.
Yeah. Bobby
he
Price
was
played
step for step.
Yeah, Bobby down the field with him too. I was like, okay, you can see that
Bobby Price,
that youth in that secondary, and they're hungry. They may not have all the tools yet, but they're learning, and they're taking what RB Pleasant is putting down, and they're trying to apply it. They just don't have the experience.
Bobby Price had 3 pass defenses in this game.
Yeah,
Bobby Price.
Those guys stepped up. I mean, of course, we had some busted coverages, especially with some of the crossing routes, and it just sometimes that's just going to happen because that happens to some of the best defenses where you get crossing routes and you get busted coverage, and I think once the communication improves back there on that back end, we're definitely going to have a secondary that's going to be worth mentioning because you're going to build those guys and they're growing together. And once you get them growing together, they'll become second nature where they can communicate. They can just give each other a look. They don't have to say a lot, and they can just go out and make plays. So I just think that they're just young and they just need some experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's what the biggest issue with the secondary is. I like the improved linebacker play, especially in the second half.
Yes.
The linebacker play really improved that second half. And we, like you said, we got after the quarterback. And we were in the first half, we were reactive. We were reacting to what they were doing, and then the second half, we were proactive. We were forcing the issue, what I'm saying, getting him uncomfortable, getting him out of the pocket, of course. And I think we did a really good job containing him. He had a couple of runs, but he didn't have that 60-yard, touchdown run from Lamar Jackson, which he's known for.
Exactly.
And I was waiting for one of those. We really controlled that run game for the Ravens pretty well.
They got 116 yards overall, but you figure they had Lamar Jackson, Latavius Murray. That Williams kid is really, really good too.
So they're known for running the ball.
Yeah, they're averaging over 200 yards a game or something like that, I think.
And they got about half of that.
Yeah.
So the Lions did really well in that aspect. The run defense played well. There's breakdowns still, and that's what we have to clean up. And Dan Campbell said as much afterwards that we need to clean some things up, but I actually believe him because we made halftime adjustments. We shut them out in the first quarter. They only had 3 points for a while, and then they scored that touchdown. But to be honest, this game was very close.
Yeah, and one thing I'll say though, if we being honest, they had some drops. Marquise Brown had some key drops, so that helped us. That helped us to keep
his brain was in Hollywood,
down.
I think.
Yeah, but that helped us keep the score down a little bit. But one thing the adjustments that you spoke about, Jim. One thing that I noticed, they put more. Just I guess regular linebackers on the field. I guess off the ball linebackers on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Anzalone got the sack, Barnes and Rees-Maven was on the field.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
I seen that too.
I really AJ Parker. I'm unfamiliar with him, but he had a good game.
Just a phenomenal AJ Parker.
Yeah. Well, excuse me, the phenomenal AJ Parker. I thought we played all right. Like you said, we shut them out in the first half. In the first quarter. Held them to 10. It's one of those things that maybe they left all the points in Kansas City or wherever did they play in Kansas City last time or in Baltimore? Where maybe they left all.
I thought it was in Kansas City.
It was Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they left all the points in Kansas City, but I don't. Whatever it is, I like the game that we played. Like the adjustments came, it seemed a lot sooner this time, or maybe they just worked sooner this time. We really kept their run game under wraps. Like one thing I like in our run game, I don't want to say it's similar, but just exotic run game as they call them, just everybody pulling and swinging and everything like that. I really felt that we stayed disciplined during that. Everybody nobody got outside themselves, and the play didn't get outside of them either. So
Yeah.
Good job. If I have to say that, it's just overall a good job by our defense.
For the level of talent we have, especially some of our just a young team, I thought they performed excellent in this game. Now, Baltimore was without a lot of its people, so I mean, I understand
Us too, though.
Well, to a lesser extent, I think, to be honest.
Yeah,
our starting corners.
Well, they have 15 people on IR.
Hampered. We'll talk about that when I give them the offense. Yeah.
All right.
And they had four starters that were out because of COVID, plus the 15 that are on IR.
Yeah.
They're hurting. But hey, if you like this content, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, get on that bus, Gus. Get on the train, Wayne. Join the march of 10,000 with us right here at Proud Nation, right here on Detroit Lives on the Proud. We need you in this Proud Nation.
We do.
Join that family. But today, my topic is the offense. Looking at this now, there's a thing, but I want to bring up. Right, there's two moves that I think that we need to start doing. Right, so there's the dunce, the attack, or there's the King's Knight attack. Now this is in chess, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is where you go ahead and you start, and you're the white pieces. You start on the offense, just like you go and attack. Mm-hmm. And I think we need to do that more often on the offensive side of the ball with Anthony Lynn.
I'm with you.
Go ahead. The chess game starts when the clock starts.
Yep.
The chess game starts. So start early. So you're proactive. You're attacking. You're doing what you need to do. Like, we had a couple of former Ruski, man, that botched flea flicker about stopped my damn heart.
But me too.
Yeah. But if you attack. So chess isn't always about playing offense. I mean, defense. Sometimes it's about playing offense. And you have the people, you have the pieces, especially with the offensive line. When you start throwing those swing passes to Swift, and you start put draw plays, and you running Jamal Williams up the middle, and of course, okay, they're taking away Hawkinson. You start hitting Khalif Raymond and some of those other wide receivers. Go on the offense.
Even Darren Fells.
On the offense.
Darren
Fells. Look at your other targets. Okay, they're taking them away. The next play, I have to go away from Hawkinson. So start it where you're starting on the offense as far as the chess game earlier. So go ahead with that dunce attack or the King's Knight and start that chess game early. So you're starting to be, like I said, proactive instead of reacting. We're forcing the defense to react, not what we're reacting to the defense is doing. Because we did a lot of that in the first half. We were reacting to what the defense was doing. Mm-hmm. That's a recipe for disaster on offense. You have to make them adjust to you. And we were adjusting to them. So if they're adjusting to us, then we're controlling the narrative. So we can make them do exactly what we want them to do. We can start doing eye candy, shifts, motions, and all the other stuff, pulling everybody. But if you're not using those tools you have in your tool bag, it's going to be a recipe for disaster. Once you start using Swift, man, that dude was killing them. Swift was killing those guys. Swift was killing them. He was
really, really good.
Yeah, and then you start, then you bring in Williams in with the change of pace. He's the power back up the middle, running the ball. I mean, I would say this: Big V was killing it in the run game.
Yeah,
Big V was mauling some people yesterday. So those guys, one of the guys that was kind of irritating me yesterday with his play, and it was kind of sloppy, and he's not known for that. Jonah Jackson was a little irritating.
He wasn't good.
It was a couple penalties. I'm like, man, you play cleaner than this, man. I've seen you play a lot better than this.
I kind of watched Penei Sewell too, and he wasn't very good in the first half either.
No, he picked it up in the second half.
But he picked it up. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. That was the adjustments that I saw on offense. But Curt, what do you think about this? I watched the running backs just look like they're shot out of a cannon. Instead of hesitation, they hit that hole hard.
Yep.
I mean, they hit that edge hard. And instead of hesitation, which I've seen a lot of times with Lions running backs, they were just gone. I mean, they were just boom. If they're going to get tackled.
I think that's a Deuce Staley effect. That's the Deuce Staley. Deuce Staley is going to say, you go, just go. And you make, and I'm going to tell you, there was some, I believe that there are some kneecaps and ankles because DeAndre Swift was shaking some people yesterday, boy. I mean, it's got to be some draws on the field because some people were left without their pants on.
And jumping over people. He made some outstanding plays. I mean,
it was like he You knew he was down, and next thing he's gone. He's right past the guys. That one move on the sidelines where he shook, and then that linebacker, man, I think he's still sliding. I think he's on I-95 right now.
That play. He got 2 of them on that play.
Yeah, that was. I like the. We have the weapons. We have some weapons on offense. I mean, people. Yeah, it's not the big flashy names, but Khalif Raymond, that dude can catch the damn ball. Say what you want to about little Khalif Raymond. He's fast as hell, but he can catch the ball. If Goff is putting it on him like he's supposed to, like that one play that challenge, that was clearly a catch. I don't know what the hell he was
I don't know what they were looking at either.
Yeah, but you look at that, you give Goff enough reads where he doesn't have to or get them enough eye candy where like they did in LA. Where you got the multiple looks where you put so many people in a area where he can exploit the defense, right? If you give him the exploit at the beginning of the play, he's gonna make the play. Once you give him a set where it's just like pretty much a one route, thing where you're gonna kill one guy, he's gonna make that one read and that's all he's gonna do. But if you give him the exploit read where you give him the mismatch, he will make that play most of the times.
I thought one thing too, Kurt. I thought Jared Goff played a terrible first half, and I thought he played a pretty good second half. He went 22 for 30, 217 yards, but he only averaged 7.2, which is actually a raise from what he usually does. But I think that's because he threw those successful screenplays, and they turned into more.
I mean, but you know what though? But that's the thing. He took the mismatch.
Yes.
So the mismatch was DeAndre Swift on a linebacker. Yeah, that's a mismatch a lot of days. You know what I'm saying? There's only a handful of linebackers that can keep up with DeAndre Swift in the open field. And they weren't on the Ravens yesterday. I
got one request for the Lions though. Please don't ever call that flea flicker play again. Never. Don't ever call that again.
We don't have the athletic quarterback to do that.
That was scary.
And Swift is kind of small too, and that was Swift is short. So
thank God his arm was going forward, and he really screwed it up, because if it was going backward, that's a
unlike the Jimmy G play where he just turned around, threw it toward the ground backwards yesterday in that Sunday night game.
Yeah.
He threw the ball backwards. But that was, I would say this, Anthony Lynn, this is my request. Don't start on be proactive, make the defense react to you, and don't be reactive on offense. That's all I got to say. Do that dunce move or do the King's night and get the offense going earlier.
I agree. As far as offense, I thought that we ran the ball okay. I honestly thought, just by the looks of it, I thought Swift had a much better game than he did. I think he had like 14 for 47 or something like that. At least at one point, that's when I had looked at it.
14 from 47. He averaged 2.4 yards, but he had a touchdown too.
I thought he had a much better game. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as the run game, Jamal Williams too. I thought they were both running it pretty well. The O-line was washing them boys up. Like you said, Big V was pulling around and knocking people down. I love it, man. I love it. There were some penalties, but I guess that's a part of football. Hopefully they'll clean that up and practice or however it goes. Penalties on both sides. We kept jumping on whenever we would go out there on fourth down. Whatever.
God, that jumping off side just killing us.
Kept jumping, so maybe that's some work in practice. Just some things to work on. One thing. We exploit the matchup. That was the matchup, I guess, that we decided to go with, targeting our running backs on their linebackers. One thing, and I guess it'll come with time and comfortability, maybe, but ball placement with Goff. I'm not a professional quarterback, so I don't want to make it seem like I know. I don't analyze these things to say he should have put it on this shoulder or on that, on this hand or whatever it is. I don't really know all of that stuff, right? But one thing, it was that play. Swift had two guys on him, and he was like, he was ahead on both. So if you lead him up the field, that's 6. But he kind of threw it like the back shoulder to the sideline. So it's like that, it's like, all right, well, that was a missed opportunity.
I guess up the sideline.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I think that's just one thing that comes along with it, because I think there was some more attacking plays, but we just missed opportunities. And I guess it just comes with comfortability. But it just seemed, and I tweeted it, it just seemed like Goff wasn't leading him up the field. Like he just didn't want to hit nobody in stride. It was, everybody had to make an adjustment to his ball. Fine, I'm on, whatever. That's because we still moved the ball, but there was just some things that maybe we need to clean up. Overall, I thought that we played all right. I thought we played a game, offensive game, good enough to win. You got to hit some of those, that we missed, but overall it was okay. It's some things to learn from.
Yeah, definitely. It was, you know what though? At least we did better than Chicago yesterday. They only have 47 yards of offense, which is the lowest total since 1950s of total offense.
We got a real shot at those guys.
So we
got a real shot at those guys. I
think we got a real shot at. Yeah, they gained 47 total yards yesterday.
Who did they play?
Cleveland.
Oh, that's right. They played Cleveland.
47 total yards. But hey, if you like this video, like the content, share the video, like the video, comment on the video. And you know what? Just come on, man. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button already, what you waiting for? If you've been here several times, so come on, join this movement, man. The march to 10,000. Like I said before, get on the bus, Gus. Ride this train, Wayne. We're on the march to 10,000, and we need you. We want you. And hey, it's free. And if you need more free, it's free. And if you need more free, it's free 99 free. And more free, 50 free cent. I'm telling you, it's free. You ain't got to pay nothing, man. Just click that subscribe button and get on this thing, man. Hey, LL, what you got for your topic today?
Well, today we're going to talk about if the Lions will win anytime soon, or do we see them getting some wins soon? I do. Next game, actually, they got to score. They got to move the ball a whole lot more than 40 yards worth. Next game, I feel like all the things that we say that they need to, work on, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe the overall changes haven't came yet because we only in the third game of the season. So fourth game of the season, we got at least now it's not even a quarter of a season no more. Almost a quarter of a season, to look at what worked and what didn't work. Maybe that's how they're looking at it. But next game. I'm gonna guarantee you. I guarantee you win. We're gonna beat the Chicago Bears next time.
Other Prowl ain't gonna like that.
No, she's not gonna like that. But you know what? Justin Fields got sacked 9 times in this game. 9 times.
We can exploit
the Lions,
the offensive line.
I think we got a good matchup against their offensive line. Their defense is really good, though. So we may have problems with that. But I think we win this game. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One thing though, and that's Jim or we spoke about it just briefly right before we got on today. One thing that I'm interested in, just as far as the wins, and maybe we can look at it a little bit later. How many of those apologies have we gotten, just over the years on these kind of things? So, just going into the next game, hopefully we won't need another one.
Yeah, definitely. Going up to Soldier Field, I think the next game is a very, very winnable game for the Detroit Lions. We can definitely exploit what they do in Chicago. They have a very bad offensive line. You see, they gave up 9 sacks. I know, we don't have a Myles Garrett, but Romeo Okwara ain't nothing to sneeze at.
He had a good game
and neither is his brother. So, what I'm saying? We can get some pressure. And the one guy who's surprising me the most this season for us that's playing the outside linebacker role is Charles Harris. Is playing very, very well. I was very skeptical of him coming over from Atlanta, but he's proven why he was a first-round draft pick. That guy is he has a few sacks, but he's been disruptive in the passing game. And that's what I like about him
and
the most.
Also, we had an Austin Bryant sighting this time.
Yes,
he got a sack too.
Yeah,
I forgot he switched his number. I was like, who the hell is that? And
he was bull rushing really, really well yesterday.
Right.
Yeah. I forgot he went to 2, his Connors number. I was like, oh, that's Austin Bryant. My bad. I ain't seen that guy in a month of Sundays. I bet he's off the milk carton.
Can the Lions win anytime soon? I also want to comment on this. There's a couple of curses out there. We talk about the Don Muhlbach curse, and they brought him back, and they talk about the
damn it is back.
So there's the Bobby Lane curse that people talk about, but I will tell you this: someone making a 66-yard field goal, it hits the bottom of the field goal thing and then pops up and goes in.
That's a snake bite right there.
It's something. That's a snake and then bite. The not calling the penalty on them. It's typical Lions. And is it a curse? What do you guys think? Is there such a thing as curses, or does someone up there hate us?
I think it could be both. I think that it's the only way to explain some of this stuff is to look at it like that, man. Is because how else would that happen? How else on earth would that happen? And honestly, when they missed it, I knew it. This is how I feel, and maybe that's a bad way to look at it, but it kind of happened that way in some of the video games. Like it's something that happened, is he's like, oh shit, is some if it's like like a terrible glitch will happen right before they got to take a last second shot. So of course they're gonna make it because they shouldn't even have the ball right now. So it's just one of those things. But I thought I seen a few people saying that the curse should be done because we traded a player, a player that wanted to get away, and we actually traded him this time. So the curse leaves, right? But no, I guess not.
I don't know about that. Because the guy we traded away, that dude, I watched that game.
Matt Stafford is amazing.
Woo!
I like it. I like it.
That boy, he torched the Bucks yesterday.
And that's what I'm talking, like ball placement. That one when he hit Cooper Kupp.
He turned him.
He ear-holed that guy like right over his ear, right in his hand. Like,
yep.
Yeah,
maybe Stafford don't help us yesterday, but it's just one of those things.
Here's one of those things where he don't play for us no more. So but I have to give a just due to what he did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I give him his just due. We have to deal with what we have, and then it's one of those things for all those guys who kept saying that dude was trash. Okay,
well. Now you can figure it out. It should be easier now.
Yeah. But if you like this content, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. We got you, get you on this March to 10,000. Hey, we really need you. Go ahead and click the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, comment on this video, and we can get this content in front of more Lions fans just like yourself and be a part of the Prowl Nation family. Because we saw our family right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. But it's time for us to zip it and talk about what you had to say about last week's show. Jim, what you got first?
I got the law firm, Joseph Murdoch and Associate. He says, holy shit. Coach only needed 2 games to know that Collins needs to go. No big deal. Looks like Barnes will get his shot. I hope the Rook has a great season and being the future of the linebacker room. I totally agree with you there. Barnes just said he was ready from the beginning in a press conference. So there's no surprise that this happened because, as I said a long time ago, Dan Campbell, Jamie Collins is not a Dan Campbell type of guy. And so he had to be shown the door. And I like that about this regime and Dan Campbell specifically, because it's like, hey, you know what? If you're not good enough talent-wise and you're given 100%, I can understand that. But if you're good enough talent-wise and you're not given 100%, hit the road, Jack.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Definitely.
Gotta go.
Yeah. Friend of the show, Doug Prince 72. Today, MCDC earned respect from players and me. He was honest in the press conference. He said he has no desire to BS and did an honest by a play. That makes other players want to die for you. Excuse me, by a player. That's what he said. Okay, discuss it. He discussed it with the team captains, and shit, that's real.
Philippines on demand. What up, though? POD.
Friend of the show. Yeah.
Friend of the show says Mike Valenti suggests trading Hockenson and Ragnow for more assets to bolster the rebuild, citing they can't help us now because of the window. I think Mike needs to lay off the funny juice. I agree. Philippines on demand. Thank you for that. Now, I was going to use it as a topic. I don't want to talk about trading anybody anymore, but I don't agree with that. I don't know. I don't think that's the move to make with those 2 guys. But once again,
he's a Giants fan. Tell him to trade Saquon Barkley. How about that?
Yeah,
for real.
Trade us Saquon. But
I don't get this. Yeah, go ahead.
Not Ragnow, not Hockenson, but if somebody were to blow us away for maybe Hockenson, then maybe. But other than that, no.
They're 2 young players and Ragnow's one of the top centers in the league,
He's,
not
he's
the
rated
top center in the
right
league.
now. He's rated the top center right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Valenti needs to stay off that happy juice.
And I almost had a heart attack when he went out the game yesterday for a second.
Oh yeah, I
Man,
saw
yeah.
that too. And Barnes
Yeah.
got hurt a little bit in the game too, but came back in.
Yeah.
Detroit Legend Sportscast. I heard this one before. That is false, Jim. That's a bunch of BS. If we don't trade Collins, we will be stuck with him. Yeah, really? Okay. I have been right about every move the Lions have made, record predictions, but you guys have been wrong. Oh, okay. All right. Well, since you're such a legend and everything, I'm not going to disparage you. You probably are pretty good at what you do, but I have been right. And I have, I called Kerryon Johnson a bust before he ever was. I called Jamie Collins trade before anybody thought about it. Seriously. So yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I don't know. Good luck with your podcast or whatever you do.
Yeah, Dr. Detroit, the doctor. You know who he is. Gold member. The Decker argument is the same argument we had with Stafford. And the very same people said the very same BS about Stafford. It will be stupid to trade Stafford. And it was. Why would we trade our best player? Okay, laugh out loud. It's like people didn't learn from that, and now they have the same ridiculous take. Okay.
Yeah, I got to disagree with this. With
the kind of disagree with that. You know, the Decker argument for me is definitely a lot different than the Stafford argument.
Yes.
Because that affects the holistic of your offensive line. You know what I'm saying? We have a great problem right now. You have two great tackles. That's a problem that most teams don't, want to have. A 1-for-1 quarterback swap is different than having two great tackles on your team. I don't get that one. So, would you, like we said before, would you rather have Penei Sewell or Matt Nelson? Now, Matt Nelson's playing solid this year. I can't sit here and disparage him and say he's not playing good, but is he playing to the level of Penei Sewell? No. Is he playing better than Taylor Decker would play? No. So, he's been solid, but, he's had make mistakes. It's, will he grow into that role? Former defensive lineman? Maybe, but I just don't get it. Why would you trade away, a guy who's arguably one of the best tackles in the league for nothing, pretty much? Unless you had to be getting something like really, really big, you got to be giving me a couple of first round picks to get Taylor Decker.
And with the first round and with those picks, we have to get another tackle. So,
yep. So
this doesn't make any sense for me because the Stafford trade, while I thought it was stupid, it yielded us quite a bit of draft picks, which nobody expected. But Matthew Stafford was 32. Taylor Decker's 26 and that makes no sense. Put Sewell over to the right. He will be okay. He's much better than Matt Nelson is. And I think that gives you a better offensive line. Now, if you're going to entertain that after draft and after, some free agency next year, okay, let's entertain it. But at this point, it doesn't make any sense to do it right now unless a team is just, they're going to give us the farm. And I mean, the farm. It has to be a couple of first round picks. And that's not going to happen. I just don't see that at all.
And not to mention just the salary cap implications as it is.
Yeah, we already did something with Collins that most people didn't think we were going to do because of the salary cap. I don't think Decker's a good idea since we just re-signed him and he's played well. It's not that he's played bad. So I don't understand this take. I do understand how good Sewell has been. He didn't have a great game, I didn't think, this last game, but I don't know. I don't see the point in trying to get rid of good players to create a hole to fill the hole later with players that aren't as good.
Offhand, does anybody know how many years Ragnar has left on his? I'm sorry, not Ragnar, Decker. Yeah,
Decker just signed a deal.
Just re-signed a deal. I think it was last year for 5 years, if I remember right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't. I know he signed a deal, but I couldn't. So maybe it was Ragnar that signed the deal.
I think he's got 4 years.
I know it was somebody. I know it was somebody who signed one a couple of years ago. That's all I want to know. But thank you for that, Dr. Detroit. Chris Caball, if I'm pronouncing that right. Collins Collins fits a different style of defense than we play. It happens in the league when coaching staff swap. If he gets dealt, it will be to a place where his skill set fits better. Obviously, hopefully, I should say. If we could get some kind of asset for sending him out, good for us. It's time to let the young cats get their lumps in and get great film on them. Collins going could easily be a good win for both parties. How the coaches handled it publicly was right. Well, excuse me. How the coach handled it publicly was the right way to go. Was the right way to go about it and around the league. And we'll see. Sorry, I'm just gonna read that entire sentence over. How the coaches handled it publicly was the right way to go about it. And the players around the league will see that it will help us, and it will help us down the line or down the road, and most can see. Just an old man's thought. Sorry if I misread all of that. I did have some mistakes there. Sorry about that. But yeah, I agree. Trading Collins will be the move because he's not even on the field for us no more. So anything that we can get from that will help us.
Yeah. Let's update the Taylor Decker thing just a minute. He's 28 years old and not 26 as we thought. So that's wrong. He got a 4-year, $60 million deal. So it's very cost prohibitive to move him at this point, because his dead cap space in 21 is $28 million. So in next year, it's going to be $24 million dead cap. No way we move him just based on those numbers.
Yeah, there's no way. We're just going to be getting out of the dead cap hell just coming off of this season next year. And why would you create more dead cap space with that, trying to, get rid of him? Nah, it just doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Hey, if you like this content, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. We appreciate your comment cards. How to get your comment card read on the show is you leave a comment in the description of the YouTube video. So, leave a comment there and we'll select 6 each show and we'll read them on the air and on the next show. So, we really appreciate you leaving those comments. Definitely.
Yeah. One thing too, I'm sorry because this weekend I hadn't been feeling so good. I did not get to all the comments and to answer them for you. I will try to do that, but it's a daunting task sometimes. So I'm sorry that I didn't get to that. But now we're going to get to my favorite part of the show, brought to you by Delightful Bites, the dessert with my man Curt.
Hey, Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. The football season's deal still stands. You get 4 helmets, 4 logos, and 4 footballs for $35. These are big size cookies. They taste really good. They ship fresh. Pop them in the microwave after they arrive, and you trust me, they add a sweet taste to your football experience. So go ahead over there, Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Now, the Delightful Bites dessert with your man Curt is a happy belated birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, the Frenchman himself. Jim Bordeaux had a birthday on Saturday, man. Happy birthday, man. It was one of the things, man. It's one of those very, very special days, and we celebrate that throughout the year. So, man, Jim, happy birthday, man. It was definitely
happy birthday.
I am
treat to wish you that, man. And
thank you.
I know you spent it with your family.
Yep.
And with your loved ones.
I'm just slightly younger than Yoda now. So
he's slightly younger than Yoda. But happy birthday, man. It's belated. We didn't get a chance because you spent time with your family on Friday. So we did it. Your birthday was on Saturday, correct?
Yep.
Saturday. So
I had a whole weekend.
The whole weekend to get that birthday on, man. And trust me, we know, as speaking from experience, hey, you don't get those birthdays. They don't come around too often. You know what I'm saying? For us, we got very little of them left. So enjoy the ones you can have. So happy birthday again from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, my dude.
Thank you.
And if you're not on Lions Nation Unite,
what you doing? There.
What you doing? What you doing? Get over there. Do you know what I'm saying? Get over to Lions Nation Unite. Join the team over there, but have some fun. Jim did some great content over the weekend. His interview he had with Desmond Dukes was great, man. That was some good stuff over there. So go over there and check that stuff out. And you just talk to some people that's great over there at Lions Nation Unite. It is so much fun. So that's your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Again, happy belated birthday. He turned 35 over the weekend. So.
I wish.
But let's go ahead for final thoughts. What you got, Jim?
My final thoughts for today is thank you, number one, for the birthday wishes. I am just a tad under what Yoda was when he died. Anyway, just a little bit. But also over there at Lions Nation Unite, Herman Moore has put up a video with Chrissy about the game. I really think it's outstanding content. He breaks it down as to how he felt about the game and why there are causes to be hopeful and some concerns. So check that out on Lions Nation Unite and click that link. It'll go to the YouTube page and then you can listen to that. That is really, really outstanding. This game for me was a heartbreaker. I'm so used to this as a Lions fan, but I saw good things. I saw adjustments at halftime. I don't remember last time I seen that. Aaron Glenn dialing up those blitzes that worked against them. Offense, they changed what they were doing. They started getting the ball on in the outside, like screenplays to DeAndre Swift and, getting people in space, and Khalif Raymond, they were trying to get him in space and stuff like that. So I thought all in all, it was really, really good. Sorry about the Free For All Friday thing. I was going to spend time with the family and just decided, you know what? I want to take a couple of days off. Kind of well-deserved, I think. But we will be back this Friday for a Free For All Friday. And also Wednesday, the members only meeting, gold member. If you're not a gold member yet, you need to get there. This is a lot of fun. So if you upgrade or you can go and be a gold member, we would really appreciate that because we get to talk to you and get to know you a little better.
Yep. My final thoughts for this day. Of course, another happy birthday to my main man, Jim. Thank you for, giving me the opportunity to just come and be on this show with y'all every morning. I love it every morning I can come on and be on here with you and Kurt. So thank you for that. Many, many more, of course. As far as the game, hard-fought game, man, it's not a whole lot to feel bad about. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just saying it as a fan. Maybe in the locker room, it's more to feel bad about. But, keep your head up. Don't give up. It'll pay off. That's what you got to believe, man. Hard work always pays off, and you got to know that it's going to pay off. So let's go get that big win next week.
All right, definitely. Final thoughts for the day. Definitely, you have to be. We're gonna have to be more proactive. We're gonna have to. I'm saying, like I said, those chess moves on both sides of the ball. I mean, we start listening earlier in that game. Maybe the outcome is different. So, gonna have to be more dictative on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, and hopefully we can do that early in the Chicago game coming up on Sunday. So, hey, I like that. But again, happy birthday to my man Jim, and what he does for this show and what he's done for me in my career is phenomenal, and I appreciate all the opportunities that he gave me. Like I said, if you don't know, right out of school, right as soon as I graduated from school, I joined Detroit Lions on the Prowl, and it has been a joy to be here every day since. And big shout out to Jim and everything he does behind the scenes. And a lot of people don't know, but if you don't know, the guy is phenomenal. So let's go over to the Wall of Fame. Definitely let's take a look at our bronze members. We have, who we got. Wall of Fame member Detroit Drew from the DSA, Midwest Lion, Latino Leo, Brian Stover, Bo Gagrius, Justin Tinkate, Sade Surratt Roberts. Okay, still going with that name. All right,
yeah, I got to change that. I really do. That's my fault.
Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman.
Oh, one thing about Scotty the Bear, he won tickets to the game and actually showed us gave pictures to us and everything while he was there. It was such a good experience to be able to give those tickets away. And he was one of the winners. Yeah,
definitely. Oh, and speaking of that, I got over the DSA member, the Detroit Lions fan,
one of the real twins.
Yeah, he won him. He won him over there on Twitter for the game as well. So congratulations to those two individuals, man.
Shout out to Mander is over there.
Yeah, I know that was a heartbreak. Sorry to send you to that BS, but okay. Bubba Bo, John Keffler, Alan Jimbo G, the Flintstone. What up, Jimbo? David Anderson was in the building. You know who he is. Silver members, we have Nomas J, Jason Portis, Cap Ice Cold, man. I see you over there on that Lions Station Unite, man. I didn't recognize you at first because your name is different, but I see you over there, brother. I see you.
Yep.
And the bat and the signal is in the sky. The signal's up there because he's coming to say today. The Batman of the 313 is a silver member. John Martin. We have the tornado. The F5 is blowing through the building, and we need to hear this more often. Go Lions! For our gold members, we have the Mr. Reliable One himself, Michael Huck. That dude's in everything, just in the D. Pride 74, Doug Prince 72. Turner C. Burley, the inspirational one, Dominic Davis, Larry McQuiston, Bob Korowski, Big Ferg himself, Matthew Ferguson, our resident writer over there on Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com, Randall Flag 606, Miles Gibbs, the Gridiron Blitz. You know who it is, Mr. Rough and Raw himself, North End Ken. Hey, man, stay safe out there on those roads. And the Doctor Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the Join Now button in the description or the Detroit Lions on the Proud logo at the bottom of the screen.
Hey, there's only one thing left to do today now, and that is to kick it to Curt to take us home on this long video, but I think it needed to be that long because there was a lot of emotion in this one. Take us home, Curt.
Hey, you know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. You're home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And as always, like the video, share the video, comment. Let's get this video in front of more Lions fans just like yourself and join the March of 10,000. Get on this bus, Gus, and join us. We need you right here to join the Proud Nation family and get yourself some Proud Nation gear. I'm rocking some Proud Nation gear today. Proud Nation shirt. Jim's rocking that Lions on the Proud family shirt. He got that kneecap body shirt right over his shoulder. It's over there on lionsontheproudshop.com. If you want to get yourself some Lions gear, I'm rocking the home hat because we wore that this weekend. You can go over to fanatics.com, and every time you make an order, you get one of these little things right here, 20% off your next order. So go over to fanatics.com. The link is in the description below. A portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content on this channel. And if you haven't done so already, what are you waiting on? Download the Lions Nation Unite app. Some great content over there. It's a virtual hangout for Lions fans. I mean, yesterday we were chatting up during the game, you know, talking Lions, and we're just, you know, live chatting during the game, and you get to see more Lions fans just like yourself from all over the globe in one spot. So what are you doing? If you haven't done so already, go over to Lions Nation Unite, and you get to chat it up with, you know, Herman Moore, and then the Hall of Fame nominee over there, Lomas Brown. He's over there as well. So go over there and check out Lions Nation Unite. It's a great time. It's a good app, and it's all about us, the Lions fans. That's what it's about. All right. So as always, it's Monday, right? So the grind is starting. It's starting today. So you're going to grind this thing out the rest of the week. It's Monday. Mondays ain't bad. Mondays is just the start of the grind. So go ahead, wipe them crumbs. Let me get my napkin. Wipe them crumbs off your face and get back to work, baby. Finish that drink. And whatever you do in life, you got to boss up. Ball out and be the best version of you that you can be. For my man Jim and my man LL, this is Curt Steele, and I will holla at you real soon.